Hello guys, welcome back to another one, and this time I'm gonna be working with this Hyundai Veloster. Basically what I'm gonna be putting in the injectors is this cap, the metal one. Basically it got damaged on all of this, and then I guess I put them without the O-ring back then, and then I noticed it, so I took the car to the dealership to do something else, and I said that when I get the car back I'm gonna be putting this. So this is what I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna be showing you the easiest way that I can do it. But anyways, this is how it looks. It's a ring like this, and this is how the injector looks. So basically it's gonna go like this with the flat part over here. So this is how it goes. Right now the injectors are like this. So I'm gonna be removing them and I'm gonna be putting them. Alright, so what you're gonna do, you're gonna lose all the screws in the top, which is size 10. Over here in this one it doesn't have it, but it's a cap over here with the flathead. Just remove them. They're like plastic parts, and you're just gonna leave hanging the bumper. You don't have to remove nothing from the bottom. So just leave it hanging like this. Like that. That's it. You don't have to do nothing else. And then over here you're gonna lose the pin so you can remove the headlight. Why is that? Because you need to remove this bar. Now to remove this bar, you're gonna have to lose the clip. This is for the hood sensor that goes over here. This is the sensor right here. It's gonna be 812, so it's gonna be 4 in this side and 4 in this side, 2 in the front, 2 in the back. And I removed the battery and the air duct, but that was only for the battery. You don't have to remove it. So basically imagine that the filter is over here. You don't have to remove it. You just use a ratchet if you got one, and a small 12, and you can remove it. So now everything is loose. You just lift it up and that's it. Oh, and I forget, you have to lose the hood latch, which is in this side. Just lose it from here and over here, and it can come out. Now you're gonna remove these 2 10s for the coolant coupler, and you're gonna remove it to the side, and then you're gonna lose all these 12, but you have to lose all this. Okay, now with a ratchet, you're gonna get over here and you're gonna pull it the most that you can without breaking it. You're just gonna hold it over here by the crash bar. When you do this, be careful with the radiator, okay? There you go. Now you can work and you can do whatever. I'm gonna lose the radiator, the alternator, so just so I can have more space. I left off the alternator hanging. They're gonna be 412. Now to remove them, you need a flathead like this, or a pry bar, whatever it's called, and you're just gonna pry it a little bit. But before you remove it, which I forgot, you need to lose the line with a 19. Which is right here inside and right here in the top. Be careful, it might spray fuel on you. I'm gonna have to remove the alternator. You have to remove the power cable. That's how it looks right now. And now I'm gonna be putting the caps. Now with the caps, Now it's time to put it back in. But before you put it back in, put a little bit of WD-40 PV Blast or something lubricant so it can slide in. Before you screw it in, place it in the place that it goes, and then tie the line, because it's easier like that. Because when you put the screws, the line is gonna be like this, crooked, and you want it straight. So without the screws, you can tighten it, and then you can put the screws. And now seal the line with the 19. Now it's time to put back the manifold and everything else. Now 212 to screw it in, 14 in the bottom, and then the belt, how you can know is when you turn it, this is the belt, you just touch it in this corner and trying to bend it. If it goes more than halfway, that means I still loose. I have to go from flat like to 1/4. When it goes to 1/4, that means that it's good, it's tight. Don't forget to plug in everything. And then the 12 from the alternator. The 210s over here. Make sure that everything is plugged in, and now it's time to put the bar. When you put in this in, make sure that this goes in the alignment with the holes. Before you tie any screws, make sure that all 8 they're in the holes, because if not, it's gonna be crooked. So align them first and then screw it in. And then make sure that you plug in this. And put the tool latch. And then after this, you're gonna put the headlights and the bumper back in. I won't be putting it in this time because I need to fix the washer fluid that it keeps leaking, and I'm trying to fix something in the bumper that is a little bit damaged. And then if you guys remove this like how I did, put it back in and then start it. When you start it, it's gonna be cranking a little bit because you lose the pressure on the injectors, but I don't think it will be that long. And then after that, make sure that you don't smell any fuel or something leaking. Just leave it running for a couple minutes, keep watch on it, and then you should be good. So this one, it was a quick video of how to replace those O-rings on the injectors. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.